Hey everyone, it's Final Round. My name is Jordan, and we are on week 7 of college football. So last week was my first week doing college football. I went 5-2 out of 7 picks, so I felt like that wasn't too bad. So I'm going to go ahead and make some picks for week 7. I do not have 7 picks this time around. Work has been kind of crazy, so I have 3 different picks for you. They're touchdown picks. They're close to even money or plus money. So I made sure that they were good payouts. So I'm going to jump right into this. You'll see images that come up on the screen right there. That's from a data app called Outlier. There's a link in the description that'll give you a 7-day free trial for Outlier. And for some reason with college football, just a lot of wide receiver touchdown picks pop up. Probably because, more of the college game can be more spread out like that. I'm sure there's, a lot of teams that have, their running game dominant. We know Boise State definitely is that. But on to the first pick. I like Jayden Higgins of Iowa State, wide receiver, over 0.5 touchdowns, plus 100. He has had a touchdown in each of the first 5 games. He's getting 31% of the target share, leading receiver there, 37% of the red zone target share. He's going up against West Virginia, who's ranked 92nd in touchdowns given up, and I will be referring to the Football Power Index from ESPN because it does take in competition and it weighs wins and losses and stuff like that to give a better ranking than just how many touchdowns they've given up, because teams play higher level teams. So teams may be getting scored on more because they're playing against higher level teams. So West Virginia actually isn't that bad. They're 33rd on the Football Power Index, but Iowa State is a very good football team. They're ranked 11th in the nation and 19th in the Football Power Index. Even though West Virginia is giving up a lot of touchdowns, they're in high scoring games. So they've been getting some wins, but they do give up a lot of touchdowns to go with it. So that is Jayden Higgins of Iowa State for an anytime touchdown. And if you guys could, please like the video. And if you haven't, please subscribe to the channel. If you have a little bit of extra time, could you leave a comment for the algorithm? Just put the number 7 for week 7, and that helps get this video out there for more people to see. And also, if you'd like to get away from Prizepicks and try out other apps, check out Underdog Fantasy, Sleeper, ParlayPlay, and ChalkBoard. Use promo code FINALROUND11 on any of those. They'll match your first deposit up to $100. There's links in the description that'll take you straight there with the promo code. Thank you to anyone who uses those. Next guy is from Hawaii. And Hawaii, from watching college football for most of my life, Hawaii is a pass dominant team. His name is Pofele Ashlock. I like him for an anytime touchdown. This is at minus 105. He's gone over in 4 straight games. They're facing Boise State, who are ranked 106 in touchdowns given up. And I don't think that's because they are a bad defense. They are 20th in the Football Power Index, and Hawaii is 108th. So Boise State, they have been just blowing teams out early. They bring their backups in, and then they start giving up some touchdowns. This could be what we see here. Hawaii's just going to throw the ball as much as they can. Boise State is going to run the ball a ton with their Heisman candidate running back, who is just phenomenal. And, this could be a blowout. And then Hawaii's just going to be throwing the ball every single possession, just trying to catch up. So Ashlock is getting 35% of the target share and 46% of the red zone targets, almost half of them. Hawaii throws the ball 66% of the time. So looking for him to get a touchdown here, probably trying to keep up with Boise State and their running game. And this final pick is going to be Pat Bryant from Illinois over an anytime touchdown at plus 120. They're going up against Purdue. He's gone over in 3 out of 5 games. You'll see in each game that he's gone over. He's gotten 2 touchdowns in both of those games. They played some tough teams in those ones that they missed, but they're going up against Purdue, who he had a touchdown against last season, and he's getting 22% of the target share. This is the only player here where he's getting the second most targets, but he's getting 26% of the red zone target share. And even though he's getting the second most targets on the team, he's getting the most touchdowns on the team, receiving wise. Purdue is ranked 126 in touchdowns given up, and 114 on the Football Power Index. They are not a very good team. Probably high blowout potential here for Illinois, and Pat Bryant's going to have opportunities to score early before he gets taken out. So once again, that is Pat Bryant from Illinois for an anytime touchdown, plus 120. So if you guys would like to discuss lines further, I have a Discord. Link is in the description. You can hop on in there and discuss NFL, WNBA finals are here, college football, of course, all that good stuff. NBA is coming up. Excited for that. It's free. You can just jump on in there. And then for a recap, I had Brennan Presley, wide receiver of Oklahoma State. He was going up against West Virginia, who I'm taking again to get a touchdown. His touchdown was minus 133. He actually did not get the touchdown. But on the other side of things, I had a running back, C.J. Donaldson for West Virginia to get a touchdown, and he did. They scored a ton of touchdowns, and they blew out Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State was not able to keep up. Another over that hit was Ja'Cory Brooks of Louisville. I actually had him as a pick for week 7, but decided just to go with anytime touchdowns. But I do like Ja'Cory Brooks. I believe it was 77 receiving yards at minus 115 to go over. In the game he's playing, he has another good matchup, and that's Ja'Cory Brooks for Louisville if you want to give him a try for receiving yards. And I had Jason Dart of Ole Miss for an interception playing in Columbia, South Carolina. He had not been doing good on the road, but he kept the game clean, and he did not throw an interception. Then I had Ryan Williams for over 28.5 yards for his longest reception. He did get one in that game where Alabama lost, and for an anytime touchdown at minus 133, and he got that in the big reception. And then my guy, Jeremiah Smith of Ohio State, to get an anytime touchdown, and he got that one-handed fade. I am not sure who to take up against Oregon in that big game. Ohio State's offense could just run very smoothly against Oregon and have a good day, or it could be a defensive type of game, or it could be a really big offensive type of game. I'm not sure how to read that Oregon game because Ohio State hasn't played that tough of a team yet. They have had some good opponents, and they've scored very well against them later in the game. They started off slowly, so if you do want to take like an under on total points scored for Ohio State, they have started off slow. If I was to pick a guy to have a good game, it would be Emeka Egbuka, the wide receiver for Ohio State, he's a senior. He stayed back for another year. I think he could have a good game. And then definitely Jeremiah Smith. They target him when they get near the end zone. Especially if he gets a big one and he gets tackled down near the goal line, they make sure he gets that touchdown, and then they start spreading things around. As far as the running backs go for Ohio State, with Henderson and Junkins, it's very difficult to decide, who's going to score with those two guys. The carries are split pretty evenly, so I wouldn't trust the running backs there, but I would definitely trust Egbuka and Jeremiah Smith to get touchdowns and yards. I think that's where it's going to come from, and Will Howard has done great distributing the ball. I think he'd be a good pick for, I think it's 1.5 touchdowns on the over. This is just me talking and not looking at the data. I know the data looks good because of the competition, but it's going to be a tough game at Oregon for Ohio State. And I'm just talking about Ohio State because they're my team, and I watch them the most. Like, game footage film that I watch is Ohio State, instead of just data driven type stuff. So if you choose to tail these 3 touchdowns, I hope you do well. Hope it gets you an awesome payout. Hopefully we go 3-0 with it. And if it continues to do well, I'll continue to put out college football picks. I said I wasn't earlier on in the year because I focus mainly on Ohio State. I don't watch all the games, but I don't think everyone can watch all the games. Anyway, I definitely keep up with it, just not the players all the time. but looking at the data and trying to get a sense of the players and the teams that they're going against. And it's my whole problem with it is trying to weigh the competition. How bad are they? How good are they based off the teams that they've played? If it was a smaller league and tighter, it'd be easier to decipher, how good a team is or how bad a team is or player against certain teams because they're playing each other more, which is just more difficult to predict with college football. So hope you do well. If you tail, good luck to you. God bless you. It's fun around. My name is Jordan. I will catch you on the next one. Bye.